So if you're happy with your map of the rainfall distribution of Scotland, then you can prepare it for printing. And in ArcGIS you do that in the Layout View. You find it in the View menu, and then you go to Layout View. And in Layout View you then see you basically get the shape of a piece of paper and have a box on it, and you get this extra toolbar. And this extra toolbar, the layout toolbar, the first thing to do is probably go to change layouts, and then we can basically choose the size of the paper that we're printing our map onto. And it's a normal sort of A4, A3, etc. sizes that we're used to in Europe. There are American ANSI sizes, letter and the likes. There are architectural page sizes for large format printing. But in this case, let's just stick with A4 portrait. That probably works for a map of Scotland. So just finish, and we basically have the same map. We basically have this here, this rectangle, which is the data, called the data frame, and that just shows the data that we have in our GIS. So we can turn a layer off, and then the points disappear. For the layer, turn off this layer, and it disappears from the view. And we can make this box smaller, we can make it bigger. In this case, we can probably just leave it around about this size and just use up most of the space on the paper. We can see that it's not quite a fit. And there are two zoom tools here. There are the zoom tools in the layout, which allow you to zoom in onto your virtual piece of paper, so we can inspect parts of it. We can go back to the whole page. And then there's the original ArcGIS zoom tools, and they change the actual scale of the map. So if you click here, then it zooms in the map, and we zoom into the data. And we can use the pan tools and move around, and roughly like this is probably pretty good actually. You can also enter the scale in this box. In this case, it's actually gone to a pretty nice number, a nice round number. It doesn't always do that, so it's often good to change this yourself. So we could change this to 1 in a million, and have a much closer view of Loch Ness, or we can go back to 1 in 2 million. Let's go back. That's pretty good for our map. And there's inserts, and there we can find all kinds of useful features. So we can, for example, add a title to our map, and let's just call it Rainfall January 2018. Let's add it there to the top, and we can probably select it and move it around. Can we right click it and change anything? Should be able to change the size somewhere. Properties perhaps. Oh yeah, in properties we can change the size and position. So change the size, make it bigger, smaller. We can insert other features such as north arrow. It's always nice to have on your map. And let's put it in the top corner. We can insert a scale bar. Again, useful to have. Let's add it here, put it in the corner. And you can right click it and change the properties and change properties of it, for example, change the units and stuff. But this one looks pretty good, so you can leave it as this. And this layout we can just print and or export it to a PDF and use it in a report somewhere.